Three, two, one, start. So this time around, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a long time that I didn't vlog because I was busy with Arkansas, but now I'm kind of ready. So without further ado, let's get started. So what I'm going to talk about right now is adverbs of frequency, and I know that it's kind of no-brainer, but I just want to include this in my vlog because of course I vlog about English, about ESL. Actually went to Arkansas before, but since there's a problem or there's yeah, it's like ESL is not booming in the Philippines because of their situation going on in their country, especially in China. So yeah, I believe that you knew the reason why they're not booming because it's actually booms still, but only other countries in other countries, like for example Europe. Japanese actually is one of the Filipinos go to ESL that they like to apply for, and hopefully me too, because I'm planning to apply in rare job, although it's quite difficult to pass language assessment because there's timer, so yeah, you have to be quick with it or whatever. So yeah, let's now talk about adverse frequencies. Of course, the first one would be always. Always is 100%. So always would be what you love to do every day. So for me, my what I always do is of course writing because it's something that makes me happy, and I believe that writing is powerful because if you want to remember something for the rest of your life, then yeah, all you've got to do is to buy a notebook and of course pen, and that's it. So that's really my go-to. Reading novel, it's also nice to read novel, but actually no, since podcast um, had been trend, I try to depend on that because it's real and it's real time, so you don't need to read books, and also audiobooks are also important. I actually happened to become a fan of audiobooks and podcasts because they are real, and I get to hear directly from the speakers what they're talking about. And I also learned that from AJ Hogue. AJ Hogue is um, my master, I would say, because before I was not as fluent as now. I stammered so much, I mumbled, and my pronunciation was not good until I discovered AJ Hogue. So yeah, you can actually search him here. So I'm going to link here. I don't know. I'm going to post here and try to check that out, so you can improve your English and be sound like me. So this next one would be usually. So usually the percentage would be 90%. And for me, what would be my usual activity? So my usual activity would be yeah, listening to music. It's close to always because of course I love music. I love to do that um, because since I was young, I'm already enticed to listen to music. So because of course music gives us inspiration, strength, I would say, and confidence. Yeah, for me that's my. I'm just being subjective. So next one would be often. So often would be 70%. 70%, for example. What would be my 70% that I love to do? Um, Going to Santa Lucia. So yeah, I just I often go there because of course I just want to draw in fresh air, because of course with fresh air you feel good. The place is very low key. It's my place of peace. I feel relaxed and I feel like yeah, it actually devoids my warmth inside my head. So yeah. So occasionally would be 30%. 30%, what would be? Of course, from the word occasion, so maybe uh what? Maybe okay, occasionally drinking. So that's also something that I like to do whenever I feel bored or anxious about everything. I get to drink liquor, and actually, I just wanna forget about that or cut that down because, of course, I'm already tricentenarian. So I think it's better if I have to go. I mean, I prefer healthy living rather than you know, yeah, wasting my money on things that are not necessary, like liquor. So seldom would be what would be my seldom? So seldom would be 10%. Seldom would be watch television because we don't have television here. I think when I was young, I'm a fan of watching. I like binge watching. Sorry for the mosquito. I like binge watching before when DVD was invented. Actually happened that in Quiapo, Manila. But since I moved here to Los Angeles City, so I can't do that anymore. And yeah, as I mentioned, what I always like to do is to listen to podcasts, listening to audiobooks, writing down notes. So rarely would be what would rarely is 5%. So yeah. So maybe rarely would be okay, let me think. Yeah, going to Ilog. So yeah, unfortunately, um, I rarely go to Ilog because it's not as fresh as before. Like when I was young, I used to go to Ilog because it's a nice place. I get to relax there again, and of course, feel the nature, and yeah, it relaxes me. It gives me peace of mind, and I feel like um, it's such a place where you can meditate. Yeah, it's a place that where you can meditate and no one can disturb you. Because I'm an ilog person, a river person. So never would be what would be never, of course, obviously 0%. Yeah, go traveling. So traveling would be 0% because, of course, I don't have money to travel. But if I had money, then that would be my uh, usual my usual activity, which is traveling. But of course, that only happens with people who have luxury in life or lux in life, because of course they get to afford their transpo, um, everything that they have. So yeah, but of course, I'm not jealous of them, of course, because I believe that jealousy is the first sin committed in the history of humanity. So yeah, so don't be jealous with the people who have healthy or who are well off, because you have to be proud of yourself, whether you're poor or rich, or whether you have where you're living in a countryside or in the city. So just be proud, and of course still remain kind, because kindness is timeless. And if you are kind, then you can have a lot of friends, and if you have a lot of friends, then you don't need to think less in life. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my video about English, you can subscribe to my channel. So thank you. Bye.